Good evening and welcome to the Business Day. I'm Javon Keys. I spoke about those gas prices earlier, and guess what? Come tomorrow, you'll see some declines. In fact, they're at their lowest ex-refinery rate since the third week of January. Now, a liter of 87 and 90 gasoline will sell for $2.50 less. Diesel will go down by $3. While that should be 90 gasoline will go down by $3. Diesel will decline by $1.16. Ultra low sulfur diesel will drop by $1.05, while butane, that's kerosene, will go up by 25 cents, propane up by $1.50, and butane will go up by $3.02. Of course, each gas station will do their various subtractions based on their own marketing rates. Now, back to the Standing Finance Committee. The Finance Minister, Dr. Nigel Clark, says he is confident in the central bank's approach to tackling inflation. He was, of course, responding to questions during the sitting earlier today. The Bank of Jamaica has been using the policy interest rate increases as a tool to help quell rising inflation. The cost of goods for the 12 months to January 2023 increased by 8.1%, reflecting a downward trend in price movements, and the Bank of Jamaica says the inflation rate should return to the 4 to 6% target in the December 2023 quarter. But opposition member Anthony Hilton expressed concerns about the approach.
Are you satisfied that the combination and the mix of policy strategies around macro and fiscal tools are sufficient as you see them to continue this downward trend as targeted and projected by the BOJ?
In response, Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark says the government is playing its own role in helping to stem inflation.
Yes, I'm satisfied that the central bank has the tools necessary, and the proof of the pudding is in the eating, so to speak, in that you'll see on page 13, part 2 of the fiscal policy paper that inflation in 2021 was, for the fiscal year, was 5.2%. It went up in 21-22 to 11.3%, came down to 22-23. This year we're projecting 7.1, and the projection for 23-24 is 5.2.
Mr. Hilton stressed, however, that the tools being employed come with consequences, to include the increased cost for borrowing. Dr. Clark says, however, he supports the approach.
The trade-off is certainly worth it because the ravages of inflation disproportionately affect persons who are asset light, persons who have no assets, and because of the pernicious effects of it, and also, a high inflation environment over a long period of time leads to a postponement of investment decisions and ultimately to economic malaise. And so all tools that are helpful need to be brought to bear.
To the foreign currency market now, the US dollar is being sold for an average $154.28. $113.27 is the going rate for the Canadian dollar. The British pound is being sold for an average $186.27, while the euro is selling for an average $163.36. Meanwhile, the JSE index advanced by 2,579 points today, while the junior market index gained 53 points. Among the winners were Jamaica Public Service Company JPS 7% shares, NASCO Financial Services, MPC Caribbean Clean Energy, MPC Caribbean Clean Energy US dollar shares, and Access Financial Services. While the losers included Palace Amusement, Iron Rock Insurance, Regency Petroleum, JMMB Group 6% US dollar shares, and Caribbean Assurance Brokers. And that's the Business Day. I'm Javon Keys. Good evening.